been shot on these beats. A lazy man gon' stop, but Atlanta always gon' eat. Everybody can't do what I do, that's why I'm crushing your crew. From Chi-Town, Memphis, Tennessee, and all through the Lou. I'm so fresh and so new, got a hot album too. I came out of nowhere and I'm taking all of these suckers' juice. I keep my promo on them poles, keep that powder out my nose. Stay focused, man, with 1 million copies sold. Say my name,
The Chicago Knicks.
what's my name?
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
I stayed on the scene, I stayed on my green. I ain't never gonna let nobody talk me out of rolling with my team. Y'all know what I mean. It's money hungry fiends. They think they can outsmart you by selling you a dream. But I stay grinding cause I'm bread making, homie. And they can't figure me out because they really don't know me. You got that paper, show me. My mama didn't name me Toby. These suckers want slaves, but I'm shaking them like Kobe. I'm sleeping in the field, I'm the lion on the meal. I'm that hollow point tip, pointing at you ready to kill. These suckers better chill, but I ask brother Will, the king is in the
Chicago
building, so you
Knicks.
haters take a kneel. Say my name, what's my name? Say my name.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Big subject today, big subject today. Angel Reese. Look at her. Look at Angel Reese. She was right the whole time about Chicago. Now, what you gonna say? And it took 53 years to glory for the New York Knicks 2025-2026 NBA championship to unveil itself. We watched New York last night in celebration, and pretty much all of this week. You know, New York has been going stir crazy, and the emotions is high, running high, whatever the hell Stephen A is talking about. But it still don't give you permission to put your hands on people and stuff like that. But, you know, not to put a damper on that. The New York Knicks wins the 2026 championship. And last night was vindication on Jalen Bronson. How even Stephen A, because he stepped on his tongue and ran his mouth, I like Jalen Bronson as a Dallas Maverick. And couldn't understand why the Dallas Mavericks let a player like Jalen Bronson go, because I knew what type of potential and what type of point guard that he was and is. Jalen Bronson definitely is the heartbeat and the pulse of New York Knicks. If you would look and see, out of the 10 years of games and NBA games that I won, WNBA games that I won, are usually from the guard play. Even in the college bracket games, it depends on how your point guard navigates that team. It depends on if the point guard is able and ready to take on responsibility to navigate his team, and if he's up to par. Sometimes you can get away without having an elite point guard like John Paxson or B.J. Armstrong or those other ones that was not so elite, that did not help win a championship. Welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serving Sports, ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. What's up, K-Sap? Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club. Shout out to my sister, Tony, and my sister, Keisha. Cut That Ish, Real Talk Sports, and Court Vision with So Pretty Tony. Listen, y'all, I'll tell you this. When you are a person that can actually navigate things in life, no matter what the chaos is, you say coffee and cognac this morning. I don't drink no damn liquor. Brother Robert, can I get my syllabus done? Dang. My brother, y'all know who my brothers is. Brian Lewis in the building also. I want to say hello and acknowledge my chat. Omega always being here and on point. Tika Miller, my baby. Congratulations, Tika Miller. The New York East Coast and one. ADP, Eagles brother, you know, is in here. How you doing? I appreciate you coming in. And my two brothers from another mother, Brian Lewis and brother Robert. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this. That Bronson boy is a bad boy. That Bronson guy, that Jalen guy, a bad boy. And he deserves all of it. Of course, you know, he was brought up and coached by his dad, personally coached with his father. And his father also sits on the side of the bench as an assistant for the New York, and he was hired on the staff. This is what I said that Caitlin Clark probably needs over there in Indiana to get her on track and keep her head straight. I feel that Caitlin Clark's father has to be involved more in the Indiana Fevers organization, to be a hire, to control the temper tantrums and the actual, you know, craziness that she goes through and does. I don't know why my thing doing this. Anyway, I would say the thing is that, what's up, Nubian Sage? What's happening? What's up, Protect? What's going on? I ain't know who that was. Green Thumb, hey, baby girl. I think that Jalen Bronson's father did a wonderful job with him. He's a good young man. He deserves everything that we talked about, you know, about him coming from Dallas over to New York, being a player and a coach himself. He was able to navigate his son to being a champion, and kudos to him. But we also gonna talk about how Angel Reese was was vindicated out of the last, I believe, 12 games played by the Chicago Sky. Angel Reese was right the whole time about Chicago, and it was no one to listen to her cry. There was no one wanting to listen to her cry. Now we are now in the 2026 season, and we well on the way in the early part of it, going towards the halfway mark. And Angel Reese has set upon record after record after record continuously from the beginning of her career in Chicago and continuing that in Atlanta. Those of you guys that's coming in, please hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. But in all celebration and me being a basketball head and giving respect to the basketball gods, I have to acknowledge a great championship win by the New York Knicks and let you guys listen to what the young man had to say.
That's my MVP. Yes, sir. No shower. Nah. Yo, I'm taking a pill. I'm out. I'm gonna start with Fred here on the front on 2. Here comes the mic, Fred.
Jalen, congrats, man. You have for years said you're just worried about the next day. You're just worried about the next thing. Take it one game at a time, however you say it. You can't possibly say that right now. What does it feel like having that mentality throughout your whole life and then having this bubble burst like this?
Words can't describe it, but I'll say I put a lot of time and effort into trying to be the best player I can be to try and help a team win.
I'm trying to pay off your loan.
Stop calling me.
Just really thankful I have the organization, the coaching staff, my teammates to have my back every single day. I think that means the most to me.
James in the
And
front
my family, sorry, and my family.
James in the front right.
James Edwards, The Athletic. Congrats, Jalen. Out of curiosity, between the final buzzer and now, have you cried at all? And if so,
Yes.
Why? What was the emotion that got you? Like what?
I was good. The final buzzer, I walked right to half court, shook Mitch Johnson's hand, and then turned around. My dad was there, and then felt emotional from that point on. And then I just remember Josh talking into my ear, and him just saying, like, we did it. And then I was emotional for a good, 5-10 minutes. And then the excitement started to kick in.
Vince, third row on the right.
Jalen, Vince Goodwill, ESPN, congratulations. Second round pick, being doubted, and now you're the best player on one of the best playoff teams in NBA history. What does that mean to you individually?
It hasn't sunk in, but I honestly don't know right now. I don't know. I'm just thankful for the opportunity. And oh my God. You can take this too. Here. Just thankful that this opportunity presented itself and we were able to get it done.
Tim standing here on the left.
Tim Reynolds with the Associated Press. Jalen, congratulations. Forgive me if you were asked about this earlier, but it could be argued that you made a $113 million bet on this happening. When you made that choice and allowed this franchise that sort of flexibility, how possible did you think a night like this was?
Very possible. Through a lot of hard work and effort. I knew it was achievable, but that was only a small portion of it. I think everyone bonding, coming together, having the mindset of just believing in each other, never giving up, no matter what the situation was, made this all possible. But yes, they may look like it had something to do with it, but it's a credit to my teammates.
Ian, second row on the right.
Ian Begley, SNY. Jalen, congratulations. You won in college, obviously winning here. What was it about this group, you think, that allowed it to break through?
Honestly, tonight we played like we won to go home champions. To finish the game, not to start the game. To finish the game. Yeah. It means the world to me to go on that court with those guys. Whatever environment we're in, home or away, doesn't matter for us.
Dan, second row on the right.
Dan Devine, Yahoo Sports. Congratulations, Jalen. The team collectively really struggled offensively in the early going of the game. And then it seemed like you just kind of decided that you were going to grab the game by the scruff of the neck and carry it over the finish line. 11 players in NBA history have a 45-point game in the NBA Finals, and you're one of them. What did it take to get that done tonight?
Everything. I was just trying to go out there, just will us to win. Wasn't focused on anything else besides trying to win the game. Getting stops, getting out and running, just figuring out how to cut that lead or to gain it when we got it. Really exciting moment knowing that we won't give up.
Christian here on the left.
Christian Winfield, New York Daily News.
But this is my thing. It took them this long to even understand that Jalen Brunson, I mean the city of New York, was the franchise player and is the franchise player. You heard Stephen A say, Jalen Brunson? I'd rather had, what's the boy over there in Cleveland Cavaliers? He wanted the boy over there in Cleveland, Spider. He wanted him to come over to New York. He said, but for Jalen Brunson? Come on, New York. Knicks, y'all can't be serious with Jalen Brunson. Some of y'all that don't remember, I'm just reminding some of those ones who do remember and giving knowledge to the other ones. Stephen A. Smith and others said that New York wasn't serious to get a point guard like Jalen Brunson and think that they was going to win a championship. So eat crow, Stephen A., we remember, eat fucking crow, and good for him. Good for him. He is the franchise player of this team.
Congratulations on becoming a champion at the NBA level. You know, you took that shot over Wemby, landed on his foot, could have been whatever, but, you know, it looked like it hurt in the moment, but no one had any doubt that you'd be coming back into the game, just like all the other times that you get banged up and come right back. Just where does that pain tolerance come from, and how much does it mean to you to play through that?
I'm hurting right now, not gonna lie to you. I'm hurting right now, but like I said before, the opportunity presented itself. Whatever you got to do.
Over here in the second row.
Jalen Stephanbody with the New York Post. Obviously, Leon put a lot of faith in. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Obviously, Leon put a lot of faith in you to be the #1 guy. What did that mean to you, that faith? And was there pressure that came along with it? I mean, what can you describe kind of that dynamic?
No pressure. No pressure.
Okay.
No pressure whatsoever. I've described pressure in the past. My dad being on 8 or 9 unguaranteed contracts throughout his career, not knowing when you're going to get cut, when a team's going to move on from you. while your family's on the East Coast and you're wherever you are in the country. That's pressure. Working out 3 times a day in the summertime and watching him push himself just to get a training camp deal, that's pressure. I'm very fortunate to be in the position I am, and I like to think I work pretty hard. And so when the opportunity presented itself like it did today, I just trust my work, and if we win, we win. If we don't, we learn, we move forward. But I'm just never afraid to fail.
Last row in the back right.
Did you know that you can form an Illinois LLC for $0 plus state fees from your phone? Zen Business makes it simple.
Can you hear me? Steve Hable here from Field Level Media. Tell us just how hard this was. I mean, it took everything, man. I mean, they came at you in waves. 4 of these guys as you're switching off on you the whole game. I mean, it's just talk about how that took a toll on you mentally and physically, and how you dragged them over the line.
Yeah, I don't think it took a toll on me mentally. Maybe a little bit physically, obviously, just because of the game and what they're trying to do. Mentally, I feel fresh. I feel like that's where I thrive. But you got to give them credit. That's a hell of a group. That's well coached. The culture that they have is clearly evident. They have it. And so a lot of respect to them and what they brought to the table. I'm just happy we were able to find ways to win 4 games.
We got last 2 here in the front and then back right.
Chelsea Sherrod, SNY. Congratulations,
Thank you.
Jalen. Every championship that you've won has been won in Texas. The first one at Villanova in Houston, the second one in San Antonio, and now this one here in San Antonio. What do you have against Texas? And how special is it for you to be able to win this title with Mikel and Josh?
I have nothing against Texas. I love Texas. I miss the Texas taxes. Being able to win with Kale and Josh, it's a great feeling. It's truly a great feeling knowing that I got to meet them at a young age and we were able to grow as friends, as teammates in college, and be able to achieve something in college, and then to be able to do this at this level is just as special, maybe a little more special. But yeah, it's an incredible feeling.
Last one in the center.
Congratulations, Jalen. This is Simone Wu from AA Sports Connect Hong Kong. Now that you're NBA champion, what's your message for people saying that you're not a 1A guy?
I didn't respond to them then. I'm damn sure not going to respond to them now.
Thank you, Jalen.
Thank you.
All right.
So Jalen was just putting people to bed. And this is for MSL. MSL, your shit show of a city is so shiesty and no good. Is no Chicago, y'all can't even fathom the shiesty shit that go on in New York on top of the other stuff. You know, the red couch was invented in New York. Those of y'all that know, you know. What's up, Uncle J.E.? Those of y'all that know, you know. And then, of course, took 53 years to win, and then never ever had a real dynasty because of the way that New York has always treated their players. New York is probably maybe one and done for another 53 years. Maybe. Because they can't hold on to a goddamn dynasty for it. So don't you never talk about the glorious Bulls, who's known all over the world, and they have yet to have a Michael Jordan, a Scottie Pippen, a Dennis Rodman, a Horace Grant in their goddamn city, because they won't support or pay the players. So shut your ass up embellish in the championship that you won, because you ain't on shit when you talking that shit about the kings, the glory ones, the champions, the true dynasty, like the San Antonio Spurs, like the Los Angeles Lakers, like the Boston Celtics, the Chicago Bulls is among those names. So until you have that, shut your ass up and just enjoy your championship, because I'm glad for Jalen Brunson and Josh Hurst. I'm glad for these young boys, these Villanova boys. I'm glad for them. So shut your ass up, because Patrick Ewing couldn't get that shit done, and Mark Jackson and all of them, they couldn't get that shit done. You know what I mean? No, I love Melo. So Melo, this ain't on you. This on your organization that didn't, just like how Angel didn't get nobody put around her. They didn't put nobody around Melo and expected Melo to be the one to lift them up. And then they went and came and got Derrick Rose and thought Derrick was going to do it because of him coming from the Bulls after injury. Wouldn't get no help. So I ain't trying to hear that shit. MSL, embellish it, embrace with your whack ass city that you have. Embellish it. You will never, never have the glorification to, as long as we live, to ever say you had a dynasty in New York with that trash ass, rat ass running up in the daytime in offices early in the morning with your big raccoon rats walking the streets gang banging in New York. So I'm done with that one. That's how I feel about that.
We'll start with questions for Josh. Josh, Ian right here on the left.
Ian Begley, SNY. Josh, just your emotions right now after winning this.
Oh man, this is the best feeling, man. We worked so hard for this. I give glory to God. Everyone was doubted at some point. This team was doubted at some point. And all we focused on is the next game. All we focused on is those guys in the locker room. And people don't understand, you know, we don't really talk about it, but the weight of that jersey, the expectations, the pressure of that jersey. And I can say today, right now is the lightest it's ever felt. And all glory to God, man.
Over here on the left corner.
Hi, Josh. Congrats. This is Simone Wu from A Sports Connect Hong Kong. So, as Matt is here, as a fellow listener of the show, when is the championship talk episode dropping? Okay. When time for OG to be the guest?
Okay, hold on. You're gonna have to tell OG he has to do that. But when is that gonna come? Probably soon. We're gonna celebrate this one a little bit. I'm gonna celebrate with some Patron. I feel a little good. And then we'll get back to that. So soon. But right now it's not, time to celebrate.
All the way in the back right.
Howie Kasoy, New York Post. Josh, I mean, this would be special under any circumstances, but to also be able to do this with Jalen and Mikhail 10 years after you guys won the championships, just what is it like to be able to do it with guys you've been friends with forever?
Yeah, man, those are my brothers.
We need to tell everybody in New York, right, that we know that they're celebrating. We want them to have a great time.
Look at what he got to
Please
tell them. Please don't beat people up because they got on jerseys. The All-Star game gonna be here, and all types of jerseys gonna be here in Chicago. We ain't doing no shit like that. No, we never did it. So that just shows what it is. And for the note, Uncle J.E., Miami and L.A. are the two best places to live. So give me some sun. I don't want no dusty ass, gloomy skies and no cold ass weather, not even Chicago. Nope. Nope. Give me sun, nice ocean, and chilling out in America. Not no cold ass New York, not no cold ass Chicago. Nope. No, none of that. Give me some sun. Those are the best places to live. And also the stars roam in both of those places. Also. Okay. We doing.
Right. Don't get hurt. Don't hurt anybody. Right. We're gonna have a parade on Thursday, but we want everybody tonight, right, in New York. Be safe. Okay. Celebrate, but be safe.
Appreciate it.
Embellish it.
Smart founders know something most people miss. Get your domain name even if
Embellish it, Uncle J.E. This ain't about you. This is about MSL. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You all good. You an OG. You deserve it. You've been waiting your whole life for this. You've been waiting your whole life for this, so it ain't about you.
Yeah, to answer that question, like I said, those are my brothers for life. We have a bond that will never be broken. Obviously, we, won a championship together.
For the record, Uncle J.E., congratulations.
I wouldn't want to go into a game with anybody else, but besides them by my back. So I love those guys, and we're going to be friends and brothers for a lifetime.
Marcus here, a second row on your left.
Marcus Thompson, the athletic. Jalen is very close to the vest, but you're a father. You know what it means for him to do this with his dad. What'd you like to see that play out?
Oh man, it's so cool to see that because I've seen the hard work. I've seen their relationship. I've seen the work that they both put in to get to this point. I hope you have that mic off, but yeah, go Knicks. Say go Knicks. But man, it's so cool to see that they've worked so hard to get to this point, both of them respectively, and man, when you're able to do that, with your dad, you guys both played on the same team. Man, it's that's something they're going to remember for the rest of their lives.
Sam, third row on the left.
Josh, Sam Amick, the athletic. Congrats, brother. You talk about the weight of the jersey, the weight of the history. Coach Brown was the newest addition to this whole group. And I just kind of wonder, how did you all go from the beginning of that relationship with Coach to where you are today? And how did you see him move through that pressure, and what kind of part did he play?
I did not do that. Before y'all sit there and say J Hart did, no, I didn't do it. Okay, go see mommy. Go see mommy. Yes, please. Okay, just stay still. You can sit here and stay still. Okay, thank you. Man, Mike was invaluable to this run. He understands what it is to be a champion. He understands, how to build a team, how to build habits that will put you in this position. And we're so grateful, so thankful to have him, at the top. He kept us even on so many times. He's brought the best out of us as people first. And man, I'm so happy for him. He's the reason why we're here. He's the reason why we're here. And, we got love for him, man. That's a bond that we're always going to have.
Last two, James and Vince in the middle.
James Edwards, the athletic. Congrats, Josh. You and Jalen had very vintage performances for yourselves as individuals. You on the glass and scoring, him with 45 and in the clutch. I know we ask you this all the time, but do you ever get shocked by what he's able to do? Does it ever surprise you anymore?
No. For JB and Kel, both of them, I'm never shocked at what they do because we've been built for this moment. We've been all forged in fire. We've had a lot of long. I'm talking. We had a lot of long moments and times and days at Nova, and we just continue to build and build and build. And I feel like definitely Coach Wright helped us be cut from a different cloth. And no matter what the moment is, it's never too big for us. That's what we do. We're champions before at the college level. Now we're champions as brothers at the the ultimate level. And those guys, man, they're warriors, and nothing they do surprises me.
Vince, last question in the middle.
Josh, Vince Goodwill, ESPN. So much of your story is different than Jalen and Mikhail's. You've been traded a few times. There's been a hard way to define how you fit on winning teams and in this league. What does this mean to you, considering how much you've sacrificed your body, your game, and been in different situations throughout your career?
Yeah, man. It's a part of my testimony. The one thing, no matter what, I've always said is I want to be a winner. I want to win a championship at the highest level. And I've been doubted so many times. Traded, had so much instability with 7, 8 different head coaches. And I found a home in New York, and they embraced me for the person that I am, the player that I am. I'm not perfect by any means. I make a lot of mistakes, but I try to put my heart out there. I try to do whatever I can do to help the team win. I don't care about points. I don't care about those things. I'm willing to sacrifice whatever it takes, for this city, for this jersey, for this franchise, and to win it. Man, glory be to God, man. This is, they can't doubt me about anything else. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Josh. We're going to take on one. First question right here in this.
Hey, shout out to Josh. I like Josh. He's such a great guy. We going to hear Cat because I really want to hear what Cat got to say coming and leaving Minnesota. He was talked about. He was criticized. He lost his mother in COVID. He went through a lot of tragedy and drama leaving and going to New York. So shout out to Cat for enduring. And for the record, MSL, you won a championship in 1970. You won a championship in 1973. It's not for you, Uncle J.E., because I'm just saying facts over feelings. He's very emotional. So I got to talk to MSL. He's very emotional about this. You won in 70, you won in 73, and then you won in 2026. She wins. All my Chicago natives. They won 3 championships. And he talking about when the Bulls won. They've been around longer. And it took them 53 years just to get half of what Mike did. Shut your ass up, MSL. You just got body. And put Uncle J.E. in this. Uncle J.E. ain't want to be in this. That's facts over feelings with your weak ass motherfucker argument you got. You have no argument because you only won 3 championships. And you've been around 100 years, you weak ass. That's what the New York, y'all, the Lulu. You're delusional. Never ever had a Michael Jordan. Never ever had a Michael Jordan. Patrick Ewing was y'all best. Melo, Patrick, Melo. It's arguable, but no, you never had a Michael Jordan. I know, Uncle J.E., I know you ride with me because I'm telling the truth. It's facts over feelings. He up here talking about because he just won a championship, the 3rd one in 100 years. He talking about 100 years, but it's going to take you another 50 years just to win a 4th one. And you still won't have the Bulls. Check. It's gonna take the man 50 years. And he opening his little mouth about the championship. It took 53 years to win. God damn, Michael Jordan was just so cold. Scottie Pippen was so cold. God damn. And they didn't win as many games in the season. That shit is crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Look, he has no argument. He just talk. MSL just talk. You know what I'm saying? Just kneel to the king. Kneel. You not gonna kneel to the king. It's gonna take you another 53 years. Chad, he be embarrassing himself sometimes. MSL, you can't out-talk your way out of this. It's facts over feelings. No matter what you say, you have 3 championships in 100 years that you talking about the Bulls. You still ain't, look, 53 years. And you only get 3 over there. Hey, Van, you better tell this boy he just got bodied. Hey, call the coroner. Call the coroner.
The Chicago.
Call the coroner. MSL need a doctor. He done went crazy. He Lulu. Somebody call the doctor. He need a pill. He won. He excited, but I know that's just how the New Yorkers do. They steal people's stuff like Jay-Z stole all the lyrics and shit. That's just how they do. God damn. Okay, y'all, I'm done. Let's hear what Cat got to say. I'm done. I had to troll. When he be trolling, I had to troll him back. We trolls. Uncle J.E., don't get in your feelings. I just told you, congratulations. You my man. I'm just saying, tell your boy. See, he pissing me off like they used to piss off Mike. And you know what happened when they talk shit to Mike. You know they get bodied when it comes to MJ. I ain't trying to hear you, BD yet. I ain't trying to hear you. I don't want to hear nothing because you got nothing. All you got to say is, yeah, you was right, bro, Claude. Y'all got 6, we got 3 in 100 years. It ain't nothing you got to argue. It's nothing to argue. It's just numbers don't lie. It's just actually. See, sometimes you don't have to talk about mathematicians. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what we know from the history of the banners is 3. God damn. Oh my God. Oh my God. You ain't tell him nothing about no damn. You say, Uncle J. Uncle J. Now, BD, get your boys, Uncle J. You tell them I'm just saying facts. They bothering me. I ain't even said nothing. I'm just up here. I'm just talking my talk. And MSL kicked it off, which he a little messy man. He up there messing around, and he done got the whole New York fan base, which I do care about, that y'all had, somebody that was 53 years old, never got to live to see the New York Knicks win. So, I got emotions and feelings for that. I know you saw them win, Uncle J. Well, you was here when they won. But I'm just saying, nobody else. Them people done died. Willis Reed up in there. Walt Frazier up in there. Walt Frazier. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to get to it. That's MSL getting y'all bodied this morning. I ain't even coming here for oh my God. Oh my God. We'll do it at the end of the show. I know it's bipolar. I know. No, straight up, B. Hey, Brian, I ain't even come up. MSL got the nerve to talk, and it took him five old people, 160 graveyards to win a championship. He tried to talk to me about winning. How many people in the grave that played during 1970 and 73? God damn. I ain't even trying to talk about that shit. You know, 1998, 26 years ago, you know, my daughter, you know, they won my 26-year-old. Oh. Okay. Okay, now he didn't submit it. Okay, he said, okay, I had to body him, Uncle J. I had to body him. I had to body him. Don't be up here talking about some damn championship that you just won yesterday in 100 years of being in existence. And you trying to come to me, and we done had dynasties 3 in a row. Left, came back, 3 more in a row. It's laughable. It's actually laughable. There's nobody on the earth that don't know who Michael Jordan is or got a pair of Jordans. I bet you they ain't got no Patrick Ewings or no Melos. What is Carmelo Anthony show? Hey, chat, he talking to me and he got some Jordans on. He got a whole closet full of flight suits. God, dog, you made my... Hey, I'm so happy on this Sunday morning, chat. This man got he got a closet full of Nikes. And he trying to tell me something about, hey, who do anybody remember any of the Ewings? Y'all remember them? God damn. Uncle J.E., I'm done. This man has no argument, man. You need to tell him to shut the hell up. Meanwhile, Nike is the #1 brand because they invested $100,000 in one man. God damn.
Center in the front.
You know JB happy. He left the Gatorade up here.
Felicidades, congratulations.
Thank you.
Gerardo Lopez, Cultura Sports. First of all, for the Latino population, your people in the Dominican Republic right now, it's a fiesta, it's a party right now.
Yeah.
Your message to your fan base in the DR, and are you bringing the trophy
to the Dominican
Hell
Republic?
yeah, I'm bringing the trophy over there. We're taking it all over. Yes, sir. I'm going to bring it to Santiago, Santo Domingo, Casa de Campo, La Romana. We're taking it everywhere. We're going to have a little world tour with it. But, you know, it's great that Dominicans all around the world get to celebrate this moment. A huge shout out to Al Horford, who really inspired me to do this. I got my 2 rooks up here, you know what I'm trying to say? This is awesome, man. This is what it's all about. They get this experience. You know, it's a lifetime work for me. 11 years. They got to see this in 2 years. And 1 year for you, for real. Hey, that's crazy. Rookie year, man. I remember when I came in #1 pick, I thought I had a chance at it. I was lying to myself because I needed 11 years to do it. But, you know, God is good. It's all happening. Like I just said, I thought in my first year I would get one, you know, after having a successful high school, college career. You never know how truly hard it is to get to NBA Finals. But for them, God's timing was different for all of us. For him, it was 1 year. For him, it was 2 years. For me, it took 11 years, a lot of ups and downs in my career to get to this point. And I'm glad I'm able to provide Dominicans around the world with this moment, New York Knicks fans around the world with this moment, these rookies, my young fellow over here, and Ariel. You know, I'm just super happy and excited that.
Yeah, I like Cat too.
Worldwide celebration for everybody.
I really got love for
Steve, you're
Cat.
front left. Hey, Carl over here. Steve Popper from Newsday. For you guys to do it, you guys have been rolling through the playoffs, but to do this where 4 games in a row, you guys have to fight back from behind, all different kinds of ways. Today, it's Jalen kind of lifting you guys offensively. Just kind of what does that mean to see this team every game find a way like that?
I mean, it just speaks volumes to this team, how versatile and the depth of our team. You know, it's crazy that, like, for all of us, you know, for me personally, you know, you would thought for us to win, it would have to be my offense that goes to that level, but it was the defense that got it done today for me. You know, it's something that's always been talked about me and about my defense, and you know, I'm glad I was able to show the world on the biggest stage that I could get it done against a great player too, who, you know, he's gonna be something special for a lot of years to come. Once in a generation athlete. Shout out to the Spurs too, man. They the real deal. Shout out to Jersey's own too, Dylan Harper, man. He's a real deal. So this is just a great moment for all of us on the Knicks organization, for the family. Pop. You know, the young fellas get to enjoy this, man, and this is what it's all about, especially being a vet. You want to give your young fellas this moment. You want to show them what it takes to be great so that they could take the torch and I could watch them with my kids be great, you know? Aura, Mr. Aura. Yeah. Hey, come on, bro. Like I said earlier, you can't spell God without OG. Come on now.
Christian right here on the front left.
Wait, where you going? Come on, bring the sketches. Come on, bring the sketchies. Come on, yeah. Yeah. Get there.
Carl,
Oh, you're a rookie. You're supposed to stand up. What's going on here?
Carl, Christian Winfield, New York Daily News. Congratulations on the
Appreciate it.
success. You mentioned what this means for your future generations. I'm just wondering what it's like and how big of a role Carl Sr. has played in your life getting to this point. And I have a follow-up question as well. But
I mean, he's been everything to me. He taught me the game of basketball. He put a lot of hours in, and I remember him working at Piscataway Votech. Shout out to Ludovico out there, the athletic director, when I was coming up, because I always say sometimes you got to have a lot of things go right to be at this high level, even to make it to college. And there's always got to go one thing got to go your way. And I was very fortunate that I had Ludovico, who was the AD at Piscataway Votech, that allowed me to go to the gym and have a gym to work out and work on my game all the time at any time. I had a father who was willing to put those long hours in as a high school coach to give me the opportunity to have a gym. And I think for a lot of players who are listening to this or know, it's one of the hardest things to do is find a gym, let alone I was blessed to have little money, but 2 loving parents, and I had a hardwood floor, not a concrete floor, not an outdoor court, but a real hardwood floor to work on my game and to get to this point. And I had a father too who believed in me and believed in my vision. You know, when everyone told me to be more of a back to the basket player, don't ever shoot threes, don't ever work on that part of my game, don't have no guard skills. When I told my dad what my vision was for me as a player, he believed in me and he was willing to put a lot of people advice who were high up and training to the side. And I'll never forget the day I took a walk with my dad around our block in Piscataway, and I was just telling him, like, you know, I know there's some amazing people who want to train me and want to say they're going to take my game to another level, but me and him was the ones who got to this level. And me and him could be the ones to get to the next level and beyond. So my dad took that challenge. He took that challenge, and he trusted me, his son, who was young, maybe didn't know as much obviously as him, but he could see the passion I had for this game and for what I thought the vision of my game could be and how I could change the game. And I mean, it's all shout out to him, man. It's all shout out to him, and shout out to my moms too, man, because she had those lot of hours where she didn't see me and trusted me, and my pops was really putting in that work and trusting that we was gonna make something special out of this. And I know she's looking down really proud that, you know, all those nights coming home at 10:30 at night from the gym was worth it.
And second, just really quickly, I mean, Jalen tries to take a shot, fault lands on Victor's foot. Looks like he's hurt, but as he always does, he comes back into the game. Just pain tolerance from him. What have you seen from his ability to just get back up at time and time again?
Everyone keeps asking me how I do my podcast alone. The answer...
Who Cap is, man. Cap always finds a way to get back on the court and produce. Just his story, never giving up, always have been the underdog, always been looked down upon, and it just took one, you know, it always takes one person to believe in you. And this organization believed in him, we believed in him, and we were gonna do whatever it takes to get him to that next level. And I think I speak for me and OG when I say it's been an honor to be brought to this team to amplify him, and Leon, Gers, everybody for believing in us and seeing what we could be, and seeing also that what we could do when other people said we couldn't do that. And for two of the three trades, which I say 3 for 3, they went 2 of the 3 trades up here right now that people said, what the hell are they doing? Obviously, they knew better than them. So shout out to them.
On your right, Dan.
Divine Yahoo Sports. Congratulations, Carl. Sort of following up on that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Following up on that. You know, you talked about, you know, Jalen, you know, you're not going to be alone. I'm going to be with you step for step the entire way. And then tonight, for him to kind of hit the gas, 45 points in a closeout game on the road, I guess, what did you see from him tonight, and what do you see from him?
I see a man that's grown up and took the challenge of being in the biggest market in the world, being with a team that hasn't made it to the NBA Finals in 27 years, hasn't won in 54 years, and knowing that he could do it. And, you know, shout out to everybody who told him he couldn't do it because they gave him fuel for the fire. And for him to welcome both of us here into this organization and trust that we were here for him, you know, it means a lot. It means a lot to have a person like that who's been handed the keys to the city and was willing to have the door open for both of us to join.
I love Cat. Cat is a humble, cool dude. He a humble, cool dude. A lot of people try to call, you know, New Yorkers was calling him soft. Some of them, some news article wrote a hit piece on him, I think in game, for losing game 4. They put a hit piece on about how Cat is going to be, you know, even if they win, they're going to have to review Cat status on New York. I don't agree with that writer, but you know how these writers are. They do hit pieces. They've been doing hit pieces forever and hit pieces on athletes forever. You know, the men get it worse. You know what I'm saying? You know, for somebody to call you soft, you know what I mean? And you know you're not soft and you're doing everything to improve your game, everything to, you know, make, you know, your team, you know, the best. You know, it is. It is. You know, it is like crazy work. So, MSL, ain't nobody even trying to listen to you talking about some 4th and 5th city. We the heartbeat of America, and every single president, that's right, Barack Obama and even Donald, say that Chicago is the pulse of America, the heart, right in the middle where it's supposed to be, and you just mad. You on the corner of some shit that's finna go in the water. Bars. You in the corner of some shit going into the water. Bars. Oh my God. Hey man, y'all know what's coming. If y'all believe in what's coming, y'all believe in the Lord of the world, you better get your ass out of New York and get in the middle. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I love Cat Williams. I mean, damn, I said Cat Williams. Carl Anthony Towns. I love Cat. You know what I'm saying? He is a humble guy to have. To have, you know, a situation where, you know, he left a team. He was criticized. He was talked about. He was saying that he would never win anything. So those ones that said Cat wasn't gonna win, eat crow. He is the best shooting big man in the game. I know Wemby is, but you know what I mean, is a good 3-point shooter behind him, but hands down, Karl Anthony Towns is a good 3-point shooter, a great one, an elite one. He's a champion now, so we can say great. You know, a thing is that, you know, it's such a big thing when you took 11 years out of your lifetime to just win one. And he didn't think that he was gonna win, y'all. You know, to have a feeling of you being 11 years playing in the league and just have not won. What a great feeling. You know, what a great feeling that has to be. And once again, shout out to New York for winning the championship in 2026. Facts over feelings, they did win. And after everyone else did not think they would win. And I was one of the ones that was betting against y'all ass. Cause you know what? When New York, hey, you give New Yorkers an inch, they'll make a whole philosophy, a story of what is not the factual thing. And they just be lying. They slick as fuck. Man, I'm telling you. Brooklyn, Harlem. My cousin's in Harlem, and I got cousins in Brooklyn. I had a cousin in Queens. She passed away. Shout out, you know, to my cousin. But yeah, man. No, New York is a city of champions. They won. It is one of the melting pots. That's right, how Boston say it's gonna be 50 more years. See, that's somebody. Hey, y'all leave Hog Boss alone, and y'all better not attack him, because he's saying facts over facts. Hey, y'all, this be men talk. You know how we be in the barber shop, and we just be talking. This is just men talk about, you know, how we talk about the sports. So, you know, they'll They'll be out in a real men's talk in the barbershop. They would listen. Trust me, MSL and BD would not have anything to talk about when it comes to the big dogs. You got what I'm saying? The big boys. You know, we talking about, you know what I'm saying, a Julius Erving, a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a Shaquille O'Neal, a Kobe Bryant, you know what I'm saying, a Isaiah Thomas, you know, a Dennis Rodman, a Michael Jordan, a Scottie Pippen, you know, a Julius Erving, you know what I mean? You know, Dr. J won a lot with the Nets. So the reason why I put Julius Erving, because if they include what he done with the ABA, which I think that they are soon going to do, Dr. J is up there with the rest of them. You know what I mean? Dr. J is definitely, Julius Erving is definitely needing for, because if they bring the ABA, which I believe they should go ahead and vote, you know, Julius Erving, I think Julius Erving will be past, Dr. J will be past Kareem. I believe so. Because that's another one that was having 30 and 40 point games in a row. You know what I mean? To give y'all some history. They couldn't stop Doc. Uncle J.E. will tell you about Dr. J. Uncle J.E. will break it down. That was really, you know what I mean, one of our first heroes, you know what I'm saying, that I knew about in my lifetime and wanted to be like, you know what I mean? I wore me some J's, you know what I mean, doing one of my, you know what I mean, tournament games. I wore me some Dr. J's, some Converse, you know what I mean, the red Converse All-Stars. You did? Yeah. Shout out to Dr. J, Julius Erving. But yeah, man, I just say that you know, Dr. J definitely needs love, you know what I mean, for all the work that he put in. And I think I do hope that they vote for the ABA for those players to get their rightful stats, because those, when y'all don't really realize, like when the ABA became merged with the NBA, the ABA stats that the players from the ABA, because the NBA bought out the ABA, they didn't take that player's stats, which is unfair. And I think to keep the main thing, because of the prejudice of it all, and the NBA didn't want to, you know, acknowledge that the ABA was on the same level as them, they wanted to actually disband anything that happened in the ABA, you know, and the ABA at the time, at the time just wasn't able to lobby for their players, to get their stats and hold on their statistics. You know what I mean? So they, I think that was the ABA was around from 1967 to 1976. And Julius Erving was the man in the ABA. In Northwest region, it was Baltimore Hawks. So the Atlanta Hawks was Baltimore Hawks. The Philly Thunder, I'm giving y'all some knowledge right now. The Central PA Kings, the Kings that's over there in Sacramento. The Kings was in Central Pennsylvania. Wyoming Valley Clutch, Buffalo Extreme, Connecticut Sun. That was the original name. So the Connecticut Sun the girls team, it also was a men's team in Connecticut, but the women's team in honor of that was named, that gave y'all some history. Take it. The Syracuse Mac was in the Northwest region. The South region was the Austin Bats, Atlanta Aliens, Chattanooga Steam, Mississippi Stingers, Florida T-Force, Nashville All-Stars. And that was the only team that had All-Stars. That's where the All-Star game came from, because Nashville had some good ass players. They was All-Stars for real, for real. They was damn near like the Harlem Globetrotters. If some of y'all that knows the history, Uncle J.E. can also give you some of that history for the old heads that's in the chat. The Chicago Knights, Steel City Yellow Jackets, that was Detroit. Ohio Kings, Chicago Fury. See, Chicago had two teams. It was the Chicago Knights and the Chicago Fury. And Columbia Seahawks. The Columbus Seahawks was the Midwest region. Then the Far West region was San Diego Surf, San Francisco Rumble, Seattle Mountaineers, and Silicon Valley Panthers, Las Vegas Royals. So those were the teams that was in the ABA. Back then, the only ones that translated was like the Kings, the Nets. I'm surprised they ain't got the Nets up here. The Dallas Chaperones. Yeah, see New York. See a New York. It say Brooklyn Nets. Originally the New York Nets. Right. They was the original New York Nets. So you know what I mean. You know, it was New York had two teams, but that when that ABA got taken away, a lot of people forgot, or some of the people wasn't born because it got disbanded in 1976. So a lot of people gone. You know what I mean? We talking about 50 years ago. You know what I mean? So a lot of people wasn't even on this earth here. You know what I mean? So I just know that basketball is a life, it's a way, and we finna get to the good part. So what y'all all been waiting on, this part of the show, is my baby girl. And what I got to talk about is that how baby girl was able to overcome the shit show in Chicago, and how my baby girl, was able to navigate herself through it all. So y'all can see the write-up that says, last September, Angel Reese told the Chicago Tribune she wasn't settling for losing anymore, and that the Sky needed to get better players. She was suspended for it. Her comments were misquoted, distorted, though the press, and by the time that they reached her teammates, they weren't even her words anymore. She still had to apologize. Now Skylar Diggins is saying the same things. Courtney Vandersloot still has not played a game this season, with no timetable to return. The Sky are 4-9 and stinking up the place. And Angel Reese just went back to Chicago and dropped the 17-17 in a win on their head in a win, the most double-double doubles through 75 games in WNBA history or the NBA history outside of Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, man. Shout out to my baby girl. It says here, in September 2025, after Chicago closed out a second straight non-playoff season at 10-13, Angel Reese told the Chicago Tribune she wasn't settling for the same shit we did last year, and that the team needed to get good players, great players. That's a non-negotiable. She also noted that between free agency and expansion draft, she and Camila Cardoso were the only two players whose spot on the 2026 roster were guaranteed. That's it. That was the quote. And she was right. She was right. But Michael Alter didn't like that because he didn't want no ninja to act like she was running his team. Michael Alter didn't want no ninja, no blackface. He didn't want no blackface girl. Want us to say anything of such. Knowing that the girl is young, knowing that she has a desire to win, and knowing that you got her because she was a winner. Michael Alter, you got her because she was a winner of all types of calibers. Hey, good morning, Miss D. Afternoon now. It says by the time it made the rounds, that factual observation about contracts had transitioned into the narrative that Angel Reese said nobody on this team is worth keeping. Front Office Sports ran a headline calling it publicly torching teammates. A prominent sports podcast host paraphrased it as Reese saying, "There's no one here worth keeping other than a couple," which is not what the original article said. The host later apologized with a lying racist ass talking about you was Team Angel. You hear this podcast. You were never date. Listen, I'm not gonna never let any of the fans, that even the fans that come here and in the chat, let you get away with the shit that you cause. And then you coming on your podcast, you racist cracker jack. You female, yeah. I ain't gonna say her name, but I'm saying you racist allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say her name because I ain't, you know what I mean? But we all know you're a racist that was there, had the Iowa Hawkeye girl. Did y'all know that it's a lot of, so in Chicago, because Chicago is in the Midwest, and a lot of us in Chicago, a lot of Chicagoans, stay close to home. Like my son went to DePaul, like my daughter went to USC. Some of my cousins went to Northwestern. Some cousins went, to Iowa or to Kansas, Kansas State, Kansas University. Some went out to Missouri State. We just stayed. We like to stay in the Michigan. Like AC Chi-Town Calvin went to Michigan State. So us in the Midwest, we pretty much stays into it looks like she was what's her name? We mostly go to the schools closer to home. That go to school in the middle. It's less likely for us to actually, she wins can validate that. It's less likely for us to really go far from our parents. But this lady, the friends of the Iowa Hawkeyes, and what my thing was, a lot of these editors that's here in Chicago went to Iowa. Did y'all know that? They went to Iowa. Yeah, they went to Iowa or Michigan State. A lot of them went to or Missouri State. You know what I mean? A lot of the writers that's here in this city, racist people. You know what I'm saying? And then she talking about she apologized. You apologized for the bullshit that you did. The host later apologized for misrepresenting her words. The misquote spread faster than the correction. Absolutely right. Perhaps, however, the proverbial nail in the Angel Chicago coffin was likely hammered from the organization itself. When one of the quotes from the Tribune article got back to Reese's teammates, Courtney Vandersloot, the director quote was this: "We can't rely on Courtney to come back at the age that she's at. I know she'll be a great asset for us, but we can't rely on that. But by the time it traveled through the secondary article and podcast circuit, it became Angel Reese called Courtney Vandersloot too old. Vandersloot responded publicly saying, contrary to what people say or think, my age is actually not a factor. I'm coming back. The Sky then suspended Reese for a detrimental statement." So, you know, they suspended Angel Reese. I'm going to just let y'all know. They suspended Angel Reese, and Nadia Rollison couldn't do nothing with her blackface ass. Could do nothing about it because the crackerjack that owned the team said, "How dare you talk about my white sister?" And she done brought a championship, you know what I mean, to the city, and she was a part of, you know what I mean, history here in Chicago. "I dare you open your mouth, ninja, to say anything about who I uphold and in my restaurant ass mom and pop type of functioning ass franchise." But anyway, the Sky then suspended Angel Reese for determining statements. Fast forward to the 2026 season, and Vandersloot has not yet played a single game with no set timetable for her return. And Angel wasn't attacking her teammate. She was asking a legitimate roster question about a 36-year-old coming off an ACL tear, and as it would turn out, it was a pretty fair question because Courtney Vandersloot ain't back and the Bulls getting the shit beat out of them. Anyway, some fans started asking whether something else was going on, whether two reporters working in close proximity to the organization as Jeff P. and Michael Alter, because they was crackers and they cracker jacks, you know, and that's just how they do it. You know what I'm saying? We're helping construct a narrative that made it easy to move Reese out. Whether that's the true is impossible to know. What is true is that the framing was uncharitable at best. And Reese ended up publicly apologizing for comments she said were misconstrued, which is a remarkable thing to have to do when you've just called out 10-win teams from the front office. Guys, I want Rachel Banner people to hear me, because I don't want Rachel Banner people to get mad, and I really want to call out. I want her black side, not her white side. Her black side people, her people, you know, grandmama them. I want grandmama them to tell this girl who ran to the goddamn newspaper and was crying tears as if she was taken back and she was surprised that she's a fucking awful player. Not talking about, I ain't talking about what she used to be. You know, she had a prominent college career. We talking about this Rachel Bynum that's overweight, slow, can't play defense, can't handle the ball, and can't shoot the same way she used to shoot. Angel was right. And you took your whack ass to the newspaper and complained about Angel and said what you said, and then your whack ass went up there talking about be nice to Jeff when Jeff was sitting there having Annie Constable in the bathroom, you know, getting washed up. I don't know, allegedly. Blame Haley Van Liff. Haley Van Liff saw him zipping up his pants, allegedly. I'm just saying allegedly. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if that was true or not. I just said allegedly. You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? Haley Van Liff had the picture. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I mean? Looked like maybe his fly was open or something. I don't know. I'm just saying. And Annie Constable was walking. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a situation where Rachel Banner would go up there, be nice to Jeff. Girl, I'll get my little cousin to come up and smack the living shit, the white side out of you and the bullshit out of you for doing that. And your husband, he needs to talk to you and say, baby, you shouldn't have said that shit. That shit was, you should have just kept your damn mouth closed. We trying to get paid around here. We are getting paid, but we really wanted to make money for a couple. You should have shut up, and Angel would have been here to advocate you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm here in Chicago. I want all the smoke. I want the smoke because what Angel said was true. So you can't get mad at me of what she said was true. Unfortunately, the power on was all too easy for many. Reese had spent her entire career fighting a diva label that's unfairly followed her since college. So when a distorted version of her comments hit the timelines, people didn't care to read the original article because they crackerjacks and they hateful and racist. They reacted to the version that the white girls brought. They're white girls who lie on black men and say that they raped them or tried to beat them up or hit them, you know, like in Black Wall Street, the man just tripped. He tripped in the elevator and he fell, accidentally bumped the white lady, and then the whole city got burned. That's not allegedly, that's the truth. Anyway, they reacted to the version that confirmed what they already believed about her. The story was never really about the words she said. Chicago traded Reese to Atlanta for a bag of Skittles and a crump cake. Chicago does not have a first-round draft pick until 2029. This man has destroyed the whole goddamn future. The whole goddamn future. They then built a win now roster with Skylar Diggins. Around Skylar Diggins. I told y'all this was around Skylar Diggins. I tried to tell y'all. Y'all like, nah, this ain't Skylar team. I'm trying to tell you what I was trying to tell you they was building around Skylar. They ain't gonna build it around no Camila Cardoso. They some fucking liars. These people is crazy. Which included signing 3 players who were already injured. They started 4-1. Then Rickea Jackson tore her ACL 4 games in. The Sky are now 4-9, sitting 11th in the league, 6.5 games out of the first, and a 3-game skid with a team averaging just 8.2 points a game and a negative point differential. That's the win now team. That's what they got rid of Angel Reese for. Mm, mm, mm. Shout out to my baby sister, big girl. She Wins is the one that has a She Wins. Put the article in there that you sent to me. Says now Skylar Diggins, a 35-year-old veteran with a lot of earned respect in the league, is saying almost the word for word what Angel Reese said a year ago after a blowout loss to Toronto. She's called the season an extremely frustrating experience, called out a loser mentality on the boards, and when asking about the halftime adjustments, that's a Tyler question. Ask Tyler. Nobody reported on her being ungrateful and bratty. Nobody. Because Skylar goddamn Diggins is the shit. Meanwhile, Reese is thriving at her new home in Atlanta. Carl Semesco simply simplified the role, works with her personally doing warm-ups and coaches her on shooting mechanics, one thing at a time. He tells me to give myself grace and continue to take the shot. She said she went back to Wintrust and put a 17 points, 17 rebounds, and 4 assists in a 82-75 win biscuit with some gravy and some eggs and some grits, 2 turkey sausages, and 5 flapjacks. That's what she had, gave them. And you know the biscuits, even though it's biscuits and flapjacks, she ate them both. Anyway, the 57th double-double of her career, more than any player through their first 75 games in the WNBA or NBA history, except for Shaquille O'Neal, the Sky lost the rebounding battle 36-25. God damn, I can't make this shit up. It says the Chicago Tribune, the same outlet that started all of this, eventually published a piece asking what the Sky actually gained in the Reese trade. The answer isn't clear yet. What is clear is that she was right about the organization. She was misquoted in the process of saying so, and she still had to apologize for it. The least we can do is say it plainly now. She was right. So I wanted y'all to see that. You know what I mean? I wanted y'all to see that Angel was standing on business, and Angel Reese factually said the right thing at the right time. I did acknowledge you. I said the super chat, big girl, what you talking about? I did. I say sent you a article in the chat, Tika Miller. I can't grab it, baby. Yeah, I can't grab it. But I'm finna go there. I don't know how to grab that here. I got a 3rd grade education. I don't know how to grab that. Yeah, I don't know how to grab that. So yeah, I don't know how to, I can't grab that, baby girl. I wasn't ignoring you. I don't know. I can't. I don't know how to grab it. But anyway, we finna go to another article. Goddamn Skylar Diggins. Goddamn. We finna break it all down. We finna break it down tonight, chat. We finna break it down. Here you go. Yeah, yeah, big girl, I can't grab it. So say, how can she send it to you? She got to go to my IG, go to my IG. You know my IG, big girl. Steady underscore. Steady underscore ENT sports. Steady underscore sports. Okay. So you should have said that big gummy. It says, yeah, I feel unbelievable until I watch this game. Seriously, this is the best series of NBA I ever watched. Seriously, I just can't stop drinking a bunch of beers. Oh, you must have didn't live. You must have didn't live in the 90s then. You probably wasn't here when Kobe was in the early 2000s. When Kobe didn't have a team and won a chip. I don't know. Maybe you ain't see those games. Bro, Claude, the article you have pulled up on the screen, the one I sent. Okay, I was already on it though. T. Camilla, see, we right here. Thanks to my she wins, and you know what I'm saying? We right here. It says, see, big girl, I'm already on it. Don't be telling me about my navigation. Big girl, you better stop hitting on me. Slapping me around. You better stop it. It says they want to avoid Judgment Day. That's what they want to do. The WNBA analyst shares thoughts following Tyler Marsh's response to Skylar Diggins. The locker room fallout has almost become an annual ritual for Chicago Sky. Last year, Andrew Reese bluntly called out the Sky's management and the coaching staff amid a dismal season. Skylar Diggins saw that the 2026 season going in similar directions and pulled off a similar stunt. She called for more leadership on and off the floor from the players and the coaching staff and more connectivity. Although Tyler Marsh has since addressed the comments, his answers were clearly not good enough to satisfy some analysts. During June episode of the good fellow podcast analyst commentators Juju Gotti and Tristan Crick played the viral Diggins video from Toronto Temple Post game press. And in the clips, after the Sky star expressed her frustration, one journalist asked what she thought about half-court offense and the execution of that. To this, Diggins immediately shut him down and referred to it as a Tyler question. Asked Tyler, if you guys are on the same page, we don't have to ask Tyler. We can just ask you because you guys are reading from the same page, the same book. It says they got the same goal, Gotti then observed. They want to win games, but they want to avoid Judgment Day when it comes. They got a different idea of how to get there. Notably, the same page statement was from Marsh taking full ownership when asked about the offensive dysfunction and Diggins' visible frustration. I think we're on the same page in terms of where we're at as a team and what we know we're capable of becoming, the head coach said. I don't think she would be in a Sky jersey if we weren't on the same page. However, it's clear that the locker room dysfunction has already set in. The difference could be in perspective. Tyler Marsh answered suggestions that he was looking at it as a chemistry and execution problem. On the other hand, Diggins think it is systematic issues and that they need to change in tactics. In the way Marsh has validated when they took the Indiana Fever into overtime with the late game plays, even with the loss, the team showed some progress. After the game, both Sidney Taylor and Azrae Stevens admitted that they experienced a change in the energy over the last 2 games. The team is not leaving anything on the table and moving in the right direction after Skylar asks accountability. We just feel good after the other games. We still don't feel good, but it's a different feeling. Stevens told the media, "Shut your Cleon." I mean, when you can walk away and say that we were connected and doing certain things in the right way, obviously we want to turn that into wins because it's still not good enough. I think it's just more of a concentrated, a concrete effort in it. Chicago began the season with a 4-1 record, and look, that's a lot. That's a lot. They didn't start the season with no 4-1 record. They started the season with a 3-1 record. That's a misprint in Essentially Sports Live right here. They was not 4-1. They was 3-1. Anyway, it looked like it was turned the corner from disappointing 2025 season. Unfortunately, after a hard start, the team lost Rickea Jackson to a season-ending ACL tear in her left knee. Since Jackson's injury, the team has lost 8 of its last 9 games, including the 114-106 loss to the Indiana Fever and 82-75 loss to the Dream after this outburst. They are currently sitting 11th or 15th in the league in points and per game 82.2, as the Fox Sports Diggins is second in her team after Rickea's 18 points with 15.2 points. But along with the change in attitude, the Sky needs the best from its players. There is no healthy player in the squad scoring above 16 per game. They don't have an elite shooter, with only one player shooting above 38% from the 3. It's Skylar Diggins herself on 3.5 attempts per game. The team needs these metrics to turn the other way if they want to really return to their early season form. Yes, they do have a prominent elite shooter. Her name is Sidney Taylor. Sidney Taylor is that elite scorer, so that was kind of like inaccurate too, because if Sidney Taylor was given the opportunity, Sidney Taylor would definitely cause wins predominantly on her own. Sidney Taylor is a beautiful, beautiful basketball player. I like everything that she does. I like the fact that Sidney Taylor is very aggressive, and also I like that Sidney Taylor looks like she's going to be a factor in future wins if Tyler Marsh get it. But I want to give you guys a factual 12-game regular season with Atlanta from Angel. May the 9th, Minnesota, W. She played 32 minutes. She had 11 points, 14 rebounds. May the 12th, Dallas, W. She played 33 minutes, 12 points, and 16 rebounds. May the 17th, Las Vegas, a loss, the first loss. She played 29 minutes. She had 9 points and 8 rebounds. We all know that that was not a good game for her. It kind of looked like she was froze out. We all complained about that game, and we really raised a little hell about the game that she played against Las Vegas. May the 22nd, Dallas Wings, a W. She played 31 minutes. She had 15 points and 9 rebounds. May the 24th, Phoenix, a W, 32 minutes, 17 points, 10 rebounds. The 27th of May, Minnesota, they lost the second time. Angel had 27 minutes. She had only 10 points and 8 rebounds. The 29th of May, Portland, a W, 31 minutes, 18 points, 12 rebounds. June the 2nd versus Connecticut, a W, 28 minutes, 12 points, 13 rebounds. June the 4th, Indiana Fever, a loss. No one. Ryan Howard was awful, abysmal, play from pretty much everybody except for Alicia Gray and Angel. She had 11 points and 10 rebounds. June the 6th against Washington, a W, 24 minutes, 18 points, 17 rebounds. The Chicago goddamn Sky, a W. 34 minutes she played, damn near the whole game. She had 17 points and a 17 rebound biscuit that she ate in Chicago with some flapjacks and some eggs and some grits and 4 turkey sausages. Anyway, June 11th versus New York, which is their current loss. She had 25 points on their head with 9 rebounds. She was 1 short of her double-double. Angel brought it. You know, it seemed like the team, you know, in its whole entirety was not rolling the way she was rolling because she was getting it out the mud and also doing her thing that she knows how to do since she was in grammar school. The games played, she played 12 games. In the minutes that she played was 365. The points that she has scored this season is 175. Rebounds that she's done already this year, she got 143. She got 67 offensive rebounds and 76. She got 76 defensive rebounds. 40 assists, 17 steals, 11 blocks, 47 turnovers. She just working on that. She working on that, chat. Personal fouls, 42. Field goals, 59 out of 142, which leaves her at 41.5%. 3-point shooting, 2 for 17. She's working on it, chat. Just give her grace. She's 11.8%. Free throws, 55 out of 71. She's 77.5%. And total plus minus a plus 54 for the 12 games. You know what I mean? Per game average is 14.6. Rebounds, 11.9. Assists, 3.3. Steals, 1.4. Blocks, 0.9. Minutes, 30.4 she averages. And the average plus minus is 4.5. So, chat, there you go. You have it. You have it. And it's like a pathetic thing to see that Angel Reese is such a crazy, crazy piece of art and work for the basketball court that they could not accept, or they could not adjust their minds, they white supremacist minds. You heard what I said. They couldn't adjust their white supremacist minds. The type of caliber of star that they had. And we say this, and I'm going to say it over and over and over and over and over again. I'm going to never get tired. I'm going to never get tired of saying that how they mistreated my baby girl. I'm going to never get tired of how they misjudged and didn't think this shit through about how to be a winner in Chicago. Angel Reese is definitely one of the most prominent players that has came through Chicago, played for Chicago, and yes, she is after Derrick Rose. Sorry, Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine never had Chicago like Angel Reese had Chicago. And DeMar DeRozan. Angel Reese, DeMar DeRozan and them didn't come close. So after Derrick Rose, it's Angel Reese here in this city. That's just how that goes. You know, it's nothing right now that the Sky can do right now but win. Ain't nothing that the Sky can do right but win. The only thing that the Chicago Sky got is to win. And it don't look too good. And it don't look real good to me that they're going to be doing a lot of winning anytime soon. So, jokingly, maybe when Courtney Vandersloot come back, she'll be ready. And that ACL tear that she had, the operation went well and successful. She can't wait to get on the court and cook all y'all ninjas. Say, bro, Claude, Jeff put together a team this year that they needed last year and got rid of the player they needed for this team. Jeff is silly. No, Jeff is a dumbass. Yeah, Jeff is a dumbass. Fire Jeff P. I'm going to say it and I'm going to sound it off. I'm going to say it so y'all can understand. Here's a warning. We want Jeff Pagliosha to get the hell, burn your clothes. Don't pack your shit. Burn that shit. Leave it in the garbage can and get your ass out my motherfucking city. Get your ass out of here. Take your trash, park a trailer, and go park it in Washington where you gave them all of our future. Go there in Washington and sit behind the president's house. Listen, Jeff Pagliosha is still hired. It's still a GM for this organization, this loser ass organization, this losing ass organization, because Michael Alter is a loser himself. And the Thier Rollinson is a liar and a loser herself. The chief of operations is a loser. You can't do it. I don't have to say allegedly. They've been losing since Angel has arrived. A year before Angel arrived, it was a shit show. The coach / GM walked out on their ass. They didn't even have a GM to even start Angel's season because James Wade walked out on that goofy ass. Stop it. This is not a serious organization. This is a frugal type of situation Skylar Diggins is in. And hey, Skylar, I wish you the best. I wish Camila Cardoso free Camila Cardoso, because as long as this mother sucker on the team, he is not prone to do right. And until you sell the team, Mike, sell a team, Mike. Go ahead now, Mike. Go on now, Mike. Sell a team and go on stay in your real estate game that your daddy gave you. Do your real estate that your daddy got you. You know what I'm saying? You know, your inherited situation that you got. And be a slumlord, allegedly, because you're a slumlord over this team. It has been. And you need to get your $5 Cracker Jack basket ass out of here with this bullshit that's going on here in Chicago. So the culprits has to go in order for it to actually not be a karma type of thing. You got what I'm saying? Because I don't believe in karma. Because I don't wish nothing on the girls. They had nothing to say. It says, bro, Claude Quita went down to the facility. She said, I heard her when she said her and her mama was going to go. It says down to the facility site, and it looks exactly the same as when you went down there to give us an update. I don't see it being done by All-Star game. It's not going to be done. I told y'all that. I told y'all that it wasn't going to be done. I assured you guys that it wasn't going to be done. That these people are liars. They're swindlers. They're people that manipulate the actual outcome of what it is. Love you too, brother Jabari. Love you too, man. Absolute slander. Baby girl. Slandered her. Went Jeff Pagliosha and Michael Alter orchestrated a all-out war on their own player. Who does that? An all-out war in the fucking paper on their player. Young player. She only 23 when she said those statements. She the same age as my Samaya, 24. Right now, Samaya's still making new mistakes. "24-year-old, they out here, and they really was going at Angel Reese's mama too, because Angel Reese's mama said what she said. She said in 2 years she'll evaluate what's going on, and then we gonna move forward from there. They was mad at Angel Reese's mama too. So I want y'all to know that. I want y'all to know that. This is the facility. Y'all see the facility? Chicago Sky facility. Ain't nothing doing. This is me going all the way around to let y'all see for yourself what the hell is going on. Y'all see that? This ain't because it's angel eyes. This is because they got a banana in the tailpipe talking about it was gonna be finished by late spring. Hell to the now, to the now. So I wanted y'all to see, still in the same way. Wanted y'all to see what's going on and what's happening. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? This is what I see. So I want y'all to see. See that? This is what's going on. So I wanted y'all to check it out to actually see what I'm doing around here. And I came to Bedford Park, so you guys can see exactly what's going on. As I'm walking around the building, y'all, I'm like, this is where I'm at. This was impossible. Y'all know on the record. I want y'all to see. Tell the goddamn team, Mike. Nothing's done, chat. Nothing even close to be done. Mike. Nothing is even close to being done. Tell the goddamn nothing. Mike. You're horrible. You a swindler. This is what's supposed to, the gymnasium's supposed to be over here. Robinson is a shyster. So we looking at the 23rd, April the 23rd, which is mid-spring. Mid-spring, this is mid-spring. And this is where we at. Now that's supposed to be the gymnasium. That's supposed to be the gym. Do you see what I see, chat? Nothing. Okay. So, I just wanted to get a report that everything that's going on, as we see right on the inside. Right on the inside. Let me pull it back so you can see. That's how it looks. I want y'all to understand that we can't be lied to and be tricked and hoodwinked today. Today, we would not be fooled. I'm just saying, Jeff, I don't know if you're gonna keep that job, because Mike, you gotta sell this team, Mike. You doing some pole pimping around here, and it ain't do or die. This show ain't do or die. I'm just saying, doing a lot of pole pimping, and it ain't happening. See that? You go, chat. All the way around. It's the total facility, y'all. So, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. The situation is the same. And the gingerbread man gonna bring you the game. Bars. So, you know, I just wanted to tell you guys that sometimes it just takes for you to right your wrong, Michael Alter, Nadia Rollinson, and right now in Chicago, to right this wrong, the wrong that you done so badly over all of the ones that has came here, played here, and bled and sweat here and won here. Sell a team. Sell a team. Sell the team, Mike. If you're new here, please subscribe here. This right here, this is the best hot and the hottest podcast you're gonna see. With a whole bunch of talent on it. and I tell the truth and shame the devil. And I appreciate y'all so much. One more subject. Thank you, She Wins, for always being on point with me. One more subject, and I'll be back after these messages.
Soldier that the streets talk about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about.
Hey everybody, my name is Bro Claude, and I'm here to tell you about the best whipped organic shea butter on planet Earth. It just so happens to be my brand, Bread House Butters. It sheens, shine, heal, treats, moisturize, condition your skin. Not only is this the best shea butter for you, but it heals good, smells good, and feels good. It is the best moisturizer that you can use. It clears up any scars, scrapes, stretch marks, blemishes, rashes, bruises, eczema, psoriasis, and most intensified dryness of skins. You can put this on your face, your hair, and your body, and I'm telling you, this is the best product that you can use in America, because of course we make ours and crafted handcrafted in our own kitchen. So I'm asking for you guys to support the #1 product that you're gonna ever be able to put on your body, Bread House Butters brand. And guess what? You can go to breadhousebutters.com. I said breadhousebutters.com, and put your order in now. Thank you, and I appreciate everyone who supports. Player in the WNBA who currently ranks in the top 25 across all 5 main statistical categories this season. But if anyone is close, it's Angel Reese. After scoring surge over the last 3 games, Reese now ranks among the league's top 25 in points, rebounds, steals, and blocks, while sitting just 0.1 assists per game outside the top 25 in assists. The 3rd year pro accomplishment to feature last season with the Chicago Sky, becoming one of just 2 players alongside Breanna Stewart to finish in the top 25 across all 5 main statistical categories. Points, 24th, rebounds per game, 1st, assists per game, 26th, steals per game, 12th, blocks per game, 17th. What a remarkable athlete. What a remarkable baby goat. The baby goat is who she is. It feels so good to be on the right side of history, chat. So I don't care what nobody say, and I don't care how your feelings is, but the baby goat is her, and the most known basketball player probably in all of all time when it comes to the women on the woman's side. So it is what it is, y'all. I had a good day with you guys. I appreciate the chat. What's up, brother Jonathan? I appreciate everything of what you guys been here coming with me, man, and talking about these facts and things that happen and going on. So the subject today, some of y'all gonna have to get it on the replay or the playback, but this was a great subject for me today. I appreciate y'all for coming up here Sunday with me. I thank you, you know what I mean, for also loving me, man. So if you want to support and give to this channel, you give a super chat or a super sticker to the channel, and also chat, you can join the channel. And if you join the channel, you will become what we call on this channel. We are called
We got that rap van rolling on them dubs. You can catch us later while we ballin' in the club. We them bread makers, we them bread makers, we them bread makers, we them bread makers. Shots me in the club, spinning them ends, smelling like ginger man oil in my Benz. Drop top down and I'm rolling 2 friends. Bread making everywhere, starting new trends. Look at baby girl, she looks so good. She say she want a hustler, represent the hood. Knots in my pocket make peace say you can't touch me even.
Yeah, y'all. Hey, I love y'all. Man, listen. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are part of my life and my day. And I was glad to wake up to come and have a conversation with you guys. Shout out to the New York Knicks on the championship. They got it done, y'all. They got it done. Don't hate on them. They got it done. We just, you know what I mean, over here. It's about all Chicago, you know what I'm saying, over here. Just saying, that's just what it is. Anyway, please let me know what you think that Angel Reese can actually say to anyone who asks her what you think she can say about her experience truly as a professional basketball player, not just with the Chicago Sky, but with the Atlanta Dream. And what do you think she has done thus far? Let me know in the comments. Be nice and tell the truth and stop lying and shame the devil. That's what I want you to do. And if you got suggestions for what you want me to cover, you can hit me on the IG. I put it in the chat. You know what I mean? It's steady_ENT sports. And you can check me out on IG and you can send me whatever you want me to cover for the next time or one idea. I appreciate it and I will do it. You can ask She-Win, Brother Van, and Sister Felicia, and all of the big girl and everybody who has done so. So, honey calling me, y'all. So I'm going to get on up off of here. I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for what you do. And I thank you for what you will do. And as always, I leave as I came with another banger. Yeah, y'all, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hey, shout out to Chicago. Love my city.
The Chicago, nigga.
That's just how I do. That don't get old. That don't get old. So y'all check me out, man. I'll be on tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. Come check me out. Be there, be square. Doing your lunch, 10 o'clock in the morning. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And thank you, everybody. We're going to get out of here with one of my hits, Chicago Anthem.
Welcome to my city. See the bright lights, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard from a city, and we still on the rise. More construction keeping busy. Always bear down on the blue and the windy. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky, WMB. White Sox and the Cubs up in Wrigley. Got a couple rings like I played for the Blackhawks. Always on the ground when my feet hit the asphalt. Dedication, hard work, and preparation. Never giving up to reach the goals I've been chasing. When it goes down, I'ma be the main attraction. Better stand back when the cameras start to flashing. Countdown, buzzer beater, how the game go. Crowd goes wild, cause you know who they came for. Michael Jordan, D-Wade when I'm scoring. Great Walter Payton, John Tays when I'm enforcing. You already know I had to make an anthem. Shot down in the building, and you know what I stand for. Chicago, it's the